something is happening across America. In the forests, in the rivers, in the suburbs and cities and backyards of millions of Americans who have no idea. Animals that do not belong here, animals that were never supposed to be here, are spreading across this country at a rate that scientists describe as one of the greatest ecological crises in American history. They have no natural predators. They breed faster than anything can stop them. They destroy crops, collapse ecosystems, attack livestock, endanger native species, and in some cases threaten human lives. And they are winning. Today we count down the animals that are slowly taking over America. Some arrived by accident. Some were brought here by humans who thought it was a good idea. None of them are leaving. This is happening right now. In your state, possibly in your neighborhood. Let's begin. Number 6. The wild hog. If there is one animal that represents the invasive species crisis in America better than any other, it is the wild hog. There are an estimated 9 million wild hogs living across the United States right now. They have been confirmed in at least 35 states. They are spreading northward every single year into states that have never had wild hog populations before. A single wild hog can destroy an entire field of crops overnight. A sound or a group of hogs can devastate hundreds of acres in a single week. They root through the earth, destroying root systems, collapsing stream banks, and contaminating water supplies with waste. They are aggressive. Adults can reach 400 pounds. They have tusks capable of seriously injuring humans and killing livestock. They have been documented attacking people. Wild hogs cause an estimated $2.5 billion in agricultural damage in the United States every single year, and their population doubles every 4 years. Number 5. The Burmese Python. In the 1980s and 1990s, Burmese pythons were popular exotic pets in Florida. They were imported by the thousands. People bought them as small, manageable snakes. Then they grew, up to 18 feet long, up to 200 pounds, and people released them into the Everglades. Today, the Burmese python has essentially conquered the Florida Everglades, one of the most unique and irreplaceable ecosystems in the world. Scientists estimate there are over 100,000 Burmese pythons living in South Florida. The results have been catastrophic. Populations of raccoons have declined by 99% in python territory. Opossums down 98%, bobcats down 87%, marsh rabbits virtually gone. The python eats everything: deer, alligators, birds, whatever crosses its path. And it is spreading northward. Scientists have already found Burmese pythons in Georgia. Climate models suggest they could eventually reach as far north as Virginia and the Carolinas. The Everglades will never be the same. Number 4. The Asian carp. This one does not look dangerous. It is a fish. But what it is doing to American waterways is nothing short of catastrophic. Asian carp were introduced to American fish farms in the 1970s to control algae. They escaped into the Mississippi River during flooding. Since then, they have taken over. Asian carp make up 97% of the total fish biomass in some sections of the Mississippi River. They consume up to 40% of their body weight in plankton every day, starving every native fish species around them. They have driven multiple native species toward extinction. They jump. When disturbed by boat engines, Asian carp leap out of the water, sometimes reaching heights of 10 feet. They have broken bones, caused concussions, and knocked people unconscious. Now, they are approaching the Great Lakes. If Asian carp enter Lake Michigan, scientists warn it could be the most devastating ecological event in the history of the Great Lakes. The door is almost open. Number 3. The nutria. The nutria looks like a large rat with orange teeth. It weighs up to 20 pounds. It was brought to the United States from South America in the 1800s for the fur trade. The fur trade collapsed. The nutria stayed. Today, nutria populations have spread across the American South and are pushing into the mid-Atlantic states. They live in wetlands and marshes, and they are destroying. A nutria eats the roots of marsh grasses, not the grass itself, the roots. This means that once nutria move through a marsh, the vegetation does not grow back. The land collapses. The marsh becomes open water. Louisiana has lost hundreds of thousands of acres of coastal wetland to nutria destruction. Wetlands that protect inland communities from storm surges and hurricanes. Wetlands that filter water for millions of people. Wetlands that have taken thousands of years to develop. Gone because of a large orange-toothed rat from South America. Number 2. The emerald ash borer. This one is not a large, frightening animal. It is a beetle, roughly half an inch long, metallic green, almost beautiful. And it is killing America's forests. The emerald ash borer arrived in the United States from Asia in the early 2000s, likely in wooden packing material. Since then, it has killed over 100 million ash trees across North America. It has been confirmed in 36 states and shows no signs of slowing down. It works silently. The beetle lays eggs under the bark of ash trees. The larvae feed on the tissue beneath the bark that carries water and nutrients through the tree. The tree dies within 3 to 5 years of infestation. There are approximately 8 billion ash trees in North America. Scientists estimate the emerald ash borer will eventually kill most of them, an entire species of tree, systematically eliminated by a beetle the size of your thumbnail. Number 1. The European starling. In 1890, a man named Eugene Schieffelin had a dream. He wanted every bird mentioned in the complete works of William Shakespeare to live in America. The starling appeared in one line of Henry IV. So, he released 60 European starlings in Central Park, New York City. Today, there are over 200 million European starlings in the United States. 200 million. They travel in flocks called murmurations formations of hundreds of thousands of birds that move like a single living organism across the sky. They are spectacular to watch. And they are an ecological disaster. Starlings aggressively displace native bird species, taking over nest cavities and destroying breeding grounds for woodpeckers, bluebirds, and owls. They cause over $800 million in agricultural damage, annually consuming crops and contaminating grain stores with waste. They strike aircraft. One starling flock collision contributed to a 1960 plane crash that killed 62 people. 200 million birds. From 60. Because one man wanted to honor Shakespeare. But there is one more animal that deserves its own moment. An animal that is not yet everywhere, but is coming. The murder hornet. In 2019, the Asian giant hornet, quickly nicknamed the murder hornet by American media, was detected for the first time in the United States, in Washington state. It is the world's largest hornet, nearly 2 inches long, with a stinger that can penetrate a beekeeper's suit. A single murder hornet can kill a human if they are allergic. A swarm can kill a healthy adult with no allergies. In Japan, they kill approximately 50 people per year. But their most devastating impact in America is not on humans. It is on bees. A small group of murder hornets can massacre an entire honeybee hive of 30,000 bees in under 90 minutes, decapitating them at a rate of 40 per minute. Driven purely by instinct, American honeybees have no defense against them. And without honeybees, the agricultural system that feeds America begins to collapse. The murder hornet is here, and it is looking for a hive. Wild hogs tearing through American farmland. Pythons silently consuming the Everglades. Asian carp approaching the Great Lakes. A beetle killing 1 billion trees. 200 million birds from 60. And a hornet that kills hives in minutes. These animals did not invade America out of malice. Most came because humans brought them here. Accidentally, carelessly, sometimes with the best intentions in the world. But nature does not care about intentions. It only cares about survival. And these animals are surviving. They are thriving. And they are not done spreading. America's wildlife is one of the most extraordinary in the world. Protecting it, understanding the threats it faces, is not just an environmental issue. It is a national one. If this video opened your eyes to what is happening right outside your door, hit that like button and subscribe to Wild Obsessions, where every single day we bring you the stories that make you see this world differently. Because what is happening to America's wildlife right now is a story that cannot wait.